how are you feeling?
Yeah, good. Body feels good, and I think a lot of boys are in that boat at the moment. We've had a few in rehab to start, but we're starting to get a lot more out on the track and ready to come round zero.
I remember last year, it seemed like training really kicked into gear after you came back from Christmas, but this year you guys have been working hard since November. Do you think this side is as fit as it's been since you've been here?
Definitely, I reckon. Been out the time trial the other week and just seen some of the PBs boys hit, and I think there was about 12 of us under 3 minutes, it's pretty freakish. So to have a group that's run like that and ready to go for the start of the season is going to be pretty important.
Makes it hard for the squad to come round one.
Yeah, look, I think that's a blessing in disguise. You know, to have such a talented list, full of depth, keeps a chip on the shoulder all the time. And if blokes do go down with injuries, that we've got someone that's ready to step in and go.
The nature of AFL is sort of like never stops, right? Once the season's over, then it starts again. Did you get a chance to actually enjoy what you achieved? Last year, how did you go approach that?
Yeah, no, it's all a bit of a blur. Obviously, being the team last year didn't quite get over the line. That we had the pretty honest review, and you sort of sit on that one a little bit in your off season. But this year, obviously, with the finish that we had, it was great for the club, and we did have a bit of a celebration, but I think the boys are pretty hungry to get back, and as we've spoken about before, that how fit this group is, and they're ready to go again, and we're just as hungry.
I guess that shows that there's no, taking your foot off the pedal, like you did win it last year.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, 2024 is 2024, we're ready to go in 2025, and we know there's a lot of great sides out there nowadays that are really strong, and they're going to come for us, but we're ready to go back at them.
Where's that hunger coming from?
Yeah, I think just that feeling on grand final day with the club. A lot of people have been here through some dark times, and I think that reward for Fags, who's had to build the club up from bottom, Swanee, blokes like Zorks and Ryan Lester, all those blokes that have been here since the start, and to see them really enjoy that moment, but also the young kids as well, and I think to have that feeling again would be pretty special.
Being young yourself, how do you deal with the hype when everyone's sort of around town, knowing who you are and stuff after winning a granny?
Oh, I mean, we love our fans up here. They show support every home game. I think we probably sell out nearly every home game now, and even on the road, they're super. They always turn out, so we can't thank them enough, and we'll always give back when we can.
Can you boys feel the difference as well around town? Even more buzz around the Lions as well?
Oh, look, to be honest, I haven't really thought about it too much, but this city's great with supporting us, and we always have great fans come up and say hello, and this whole group's willing to give the time of day back to the general public.
You talked about the hunger before. Like what sort of hunger are you seeing from the guys that missed the grand final last year, the guys that done their knees and shoulder injuries and whatever?
Yeah, I think when we speak about the fittest, Link, Diz, Tommy Duday, they're absolutely flying at the moment. I remember walking in and just seeing them doing a session at 7 o'clock in the morning. They were absolutely flying, and to see boys like that deserved to play on the day as well and didn't quite get there, but also blokes that stood in their place when they went down. But hopefully we can get them back to rare and form again, and like I said, they're absolutely flying, so I'm ready to see what they can do.
Talking about how fit they are, you're going to have some selection problems come round zero. Just how much depth do you have in the squad?
Oh, absolutely. I think nearly everyone on this list could probably play AFL. We've got such a great talent from all ages of experience, young kids, older guys, with a lot more experience, and the whole group's flying once again. I know I've said it a fair bit, but to have a group that's all fit and ready to go for round zero, I know it's going to cause a lot of headaches in the selection room, but I think that's what they want at the end of the day.
You mentioned Link, he's here to stand out. You reckon he reaches the money he's coming back?
Oh, it's pretty hard to pick a standout. I know, him, Darcy Gardner, Tom Duday, Kitty Coleman, even the shoulder boys, they're absolutely flying too. So everyone's really put in the work. I think seeing that success of their teammates last year and that whole group feeling we want to get back there, and everyone wants to be a part of it. Everyone's going to try and put their best foot forward.
Is there some concern though that if you've got some really high level players that can't get a game, that they could potentially go to other clubs?
Oh, look, at the end of the day, there's probably going to be a lot of talk about that sort of thing, but we're focused on the year ahead in 2025, and whatever happens at the end of the year happens, but this full group's focused on week by week, and hopefully we can get back to the end of September again.
I'm not really a numbers man, Jasper, but playing numbers on me, you better change. Can you tell us it's a famous number that you've taken up this year?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty humble, and can't thank the club enough for giving me the opportunity to step into number 3. I spoke to Joe and made sure it was all right, and just in case he was going to come back out and surprise everyone. But my dad wore number 6, and Huey, I spoke to Huey and tried to get it off him, but he wouldn't give it back. So I had to go half number 6. So if I can be half as good as Dad was, I'll be pretty happy.
You're going to the sunny coast next week. Tell us about how good that's going to be.
Yeah, it's awesome to get back out in the community and train up on the sunny coast again. Last year was awesome. We brought the group a lot closer. Had a lot of fun. Got out and seen the fans and all that sort of thing, and got out to the schools as well. And to get back up there, a bit of change of scenery, and really crack into it and get ready for the practice matches.
Camps like that, what sort of difference can they make? Can they bring everyone together?
Yeah, certainly. Like being away from families, friends, you really just hang with the group. There's a few sunny coast boys up there that we sort of group around, just a bit of tourist stuff. But yeah, it brings the group closer together. You go to appearances together. You really dig in, train. You go to gym, and then outside of training, you really just chill or go play a bit of golf with them. So really brings the group close together, and it probably helps you get to know blokes that you haven't been familiar with as much. Like Sammy Day, all those sort of boys coming in from other clubs, spend a bit more time away with them and train with them. I think it's going to bring us closer.
I know Levi's been around the group for a while, but how is he fitting in as he keeps progressing?
Yeah, look, he's like I said, our whole list could play AFL. He's up the standard. We've seen what he could do in his 18th year, so it's pretty exciting for the whole club and for the Ashcroft name when he does come into play, and he'll do some pretty special things.
Levi was in the minimal contact group today. How's he tracking?
Yeah, good. He had his shoulder done in the off-season, but all those boys, Oscar McInerney, Shadow Bray, and they're all looking to get back into contact just as soon as possible and be ready to go for the practice matches, which is important to get a bit of game time into them. And they're flying on the outside just as much, and they're raring to go too.
So Hippie left training a bit earlier today. How's he tracking?
Yeah, look, from all the reports I've heard, he's going quite well. And just obviously at this time of year, the load management's pretty important. It's still only in the middle of January, and we don't play to the start of March, so there's a bit of time to go, and he'll tick through what he needs to get through. And we have great physio staff, S&C staff here to put him in absolute best hands to get back and play footy. Yeah, he's one of those other ones with that just control the loads at this time of year. I mean, he can get pretty big. There's always some big sessions at this time of the year, so just to manage those blokes. We've played 16 final games over the last 8 years, so that's nearly a full season in itself. So to manage those boys that have been there for a while, it's pretty important.
I wanted to ask you about the fashion statement out there from Lachie Neal today, the glasses. Did you see those?
I did see them. It gets pretty glary out here at Springfield, so it was a pretty smart move. I reckon a few more boys might start copping him.
And what about you've got fluoro hats this year instead of the bibs for minimal contact?
Yes, it makes it a little bit easier to see, but it actually helps when they get in the drills because you can spot them a bit easier. It makes it a bit easier to make a few decisions in some of those drills. But yeah, want to look after those boys as much as we can.
So Jasper, like as it stands, all those guys that were on the injured list at the end of last year, you expect them all to be fit for the first round or for round 0?
From what I've heard, I believe so. They're moving really well, and we look forward to having them back with the group.
Just a bit of a random one from me. You're a big Bash fan. Did you see the fire at the Gabba last night?
Oh, I didn't know. I did hear about it. Charlie Cameron was pretty quick to get onto that message, but a few boys were saying he was his DJing from a few years ago. So, yeah, I didn't see it personally, no.
You're young yourself. Do you think the future of the Lions is the Gabba or stadium? Obviously, you being so young yourself, you want to be a Lion for years to come. Like, do you see it being at the Gabba, or do you think Brisbane needs a new stadium?
Oh, wherever it is, I'm happy to play. I'm sure the whole club is. If it's at a new stadium, it's at the Gabba. We love the Gabba. We're trying to make it our fortress. We have over the last couple of years, probably lost a little bit last year, got beat there a couple of times, but we want to try and make that back to our one wood. And if it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's somewhere else. We're going to try and do the same thing.